know, I met this brother in an Uber. I was his Uber driver. I took him somewhere, and I'm gonna keep it so funky with you. I ain't like you at first, brother. I was like, this guy got kind of an attitude, but he was on the phone. And come to find out, I think he was talking to one of your co-workers about a patient. And then I was eavesdropping a little bit, you know, ear hustling. And I was like, yo, this dude is a doctor or something. And then I started asking you questions. And I was like, damn, this dude is cool as hell. You know what I mean? And he's down to earth, you know what I mean? And come to find out, he's from the hip hop culture. You know what I mean? So never judge a book by its cover. Don't be judgmental. Love everybody. And look, he came on as a sponsor, one of our silver sponsors, not to blow you up, but you know, shout out your company, big bro. Diamond Mines is my company. That is where the Hip Hop 5K was spawned. The concept of Diamond Mines is to create events and programs that stimulate growth, education, and forward thinking in inner city communities and underserved communities. So we also try to do things that's original and unique to communities that people might not have seen in these neighborhoods. So say, for instance, running is something that we've tackled. So utilizing hip hop as a vehicle to express the need to get out and exercise and to be active. That's where you get the Hip Hop 5K from. So what Diamond Mines does, we do these different programs that are foreign to these communities, and we put our twist on it, right? And we make it cool, we make it hip, we make it more acceptable and palatable for the people in the community to accept. So please look out for other events and programs similar to the Hip Hop 5K through Diamond Mines. The Hip Hop 5K Health Festival has been a baby of mine for maybe 6 years now. This is the 4th year, but this is about the 6th year of me trying to do it or putting it on or even it being around. The Hip Hop 5K is a platform of peace, wealth, health, wellness, and just unity in the community. Like I was telling the doc earlier, that what we have found is that the run kind of stimulates people's minds, spirits, and bodies and souls. And when they get to the festival, they're so full of endorphins and so full of peace and happiness that the festival becomes sort of a platform of unity for the people. So what you'll find is a lot of people from the community kind of getting together who haven't seen each other for a long time, or even people who might have even had issues with one another, kind of coming together at the festival and making amends. Through the 4 years that we've done it successfully, I've seen that a lot, and I think it's just a beautiful thing. So what the 5K and Health Festival perpetuates is just peace, unity, health, and total wellness. Futuristic Music Group, man, that's the big bro, you know what I'm saying, Big Reese Johnson. He is a pioneer and a legend in Southeast Dago, you know what I'm saying, so it's a blessing to be able to collaborate with my brother and to be able to come together in, how can I say, and a shared mindset of forward thinking for the community, because it's time to kind of push past barriers that we've had shackled to ourselves and our spirits and our minds, and utilize this with having such a big factor on board to help say, no, peace is the new thing, unity is the new thing, this is what we're doing. We're going to push a hard line of peace and prosperity, health, and total wellness. So having Futuristic Music Group on board is going to help propel the Hip Hop Health and Wellness 5K and Festival to become what we set out for it to be, and that is the official run of hip hop culture globally. Some people might, especially people who don't know the difference between like rap and hip hop, you know what I mean? So we're talking about the roots, the elements of hip hop, you know what I mean? The roots of hip hop is peace, love, unity, expression, and now that we're in 2020, the 10th element of hip hop is health and wellness, you know what I'm saying? So we're in the green age of hip hop. Shout out to Keith Tucker and the 10th element of hip hop. And that's just what it is. So, you know, hip hop culture is for the people. No doubt. So when I first started out doing events in Southeast, probably like in 2011, I noticed that there was a shift that was happening in the world, that everybody was pushing towards being green, eating right, green juices, green smoothies, being vegans, solar panels, micro housing, urban farming. All of these different things were happening in the world and in America as a movement towards becoming more environmentally conscious, which in turn affects your mind, body, and your spirit, right? And so I noticed the trend happening, but I didn't notice it happening in hip hop and in the community. And so what I started to do was bring hip hop and health and wellness together. And so it caught on, not saying that it was me, but I think it's just kind of like a natural mystic. It's a vibe that was happening in the air at the time. And so now in hip hop, you go look on the Breakfast Club. Every time you see Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club, she got a green juice. Her and DJ Envy, they co-own a Juices for Life in a juice bar with Styles P. And, so the health and wellness is not just in the culture of hip hop, but it's trickling down into the community, which that is what hip hop does. This is our culture. Hip hop is the culture of the community, right? And so a lot of times what happens in hip hop culture trickles down into the neighborhoods. So health and wellness is trickling down into our communities now in 2020, right? Not so much so in 2011, 2012. So the beautiful thing is now we're in a position to give the people who are now eating right, thinking right, trying to live right, we give them a platform to be able to do something active every year with the run. So that's how the Hip Hop 5K will impact your neighborhood. Again, I think it's common knowledge that African American and Hispanic communities, we suffer from a lot of the same issues as far as high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, and it's a shame because these are such easily defeated diseases. These are not like life sentence diseases. Like, you don't have to die from diabetes. You can actually fix that, with your diet and proper exercise. You don't have to die from a stroke because your blood pressure is going through the roof. Stop eating fat back. Stop eating a whole bunch of pork and salt and walk around the block, 30 minutes a day, get some proper exercise. And I think that's something that, again, it's permeating into the culture. And as far as being able to defeat those things, one of the issues that we have is in these communities, in our communities, are a lack of resources as far as good food. So, the buzzword nowadays is being in food deserts, not having access to viable options, fresh fruits, and even restaurants who serve healthy foods. In Southeast right now, I think we have one juice bar, which is a health food juice bar, and now they've incorporated different foods that are not healthy options into their menu. And then we have Food for Less. They do have a good produce section, but other than that, we got McDonald's, I think Popeye's Chicken, a gang of taco shops, you already know, the 99-cent store, you know what I mean? We don't have different options that other communities have, so that's one of the issues. I would say I don't know. I would say it looks like no. My gut reaction wanted to say hell no, but I'm gonna say I don't know. Because sometimes things happen behind the scenes and we just don't know what's popping, you know what I mean? Because there's keys, there's levels. But has it trickled down? I haven't seen it. I think embrace the ones in the culture who are actually doing something for the people in a health and wellness aspect, and pick the right ones. Don't pick the ones that's gonna line their pockets and talk a lot of, I don't wanna curse, talk a lot of stuff, and not really do anything. And just kind of out there for clout or out there to get seen. That happens a lot, The health and wellness industry is huge. There's billions of dollars in the health and wellness industry. And now talking about African American and Hispanic people, that is an untapped population in health and wellness. So of course you're going to get 1,001 people who see the greenbacks involved, and they see those numbers that they might be able to bring and line their pockets with, and they might want to get involved. But my thing for these companies, find the real ones. Find the real ones that's going to do the real work, and that's it there. Don't do it just for show, yo, because the people are really dying, and people have been dying for a long time. And if you're going to come to the community, come right, or don't come at all. We do it ourselves.
Shout out your team.
Man, I love all of y'all. Thank you to the whole Hip Hop Health and Wellness 5K and Festival Executive Committee, to all of our volunteers, to all of our wonderful sponsors, to all of our supporters, our runners, our walkers, everyone who's collaborated with us. I just want to thank everybody, because it's been a long, long road. If you know my story and you know where the Hip Hop 5K come from, it was born through blood, sweat, and many, many tears, you know. But I think that's what it takes. It takes a big sacrifice for something big like this to happen. And I think we're going to change a lot of lives. We're going to save a lot of lives. But to backtrack, I don't mean to digress, man. Just thank you, everybody, from my big brother Terrell Rackley to Big Reese Johnson to Deborah Porte, CEO, Christina Buckner, Erica, just everybody, man. I know I missed a bunch of people, but God bless you, man, and thank you, man. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I see tech coming into hip hop culture, though. There's his brother. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle, man. You know, God rest that brother's soul. There's this guy who he linked with. I think I was telling you about him, Doc. His name is Idris Sandu. He's a tech whiz, man, straight from the hip hop culture. He's the one who created Nipsey Hussle's store, and made it it's an interactive store. It's like the first interactive store, right? So on all of the official marathon clothing, you'll have technology in the barcode. So if you scan the barcode, you can get deals, maybe a video will pop up, or these different things. And now he's pushed the boundaries so much, he's in Ghana right now. He bought like 200,000 acres or some craziness like that. And he's building like a tech village in Ghana. You know what I mean? So tech is definitely creeping into hip hop. Like we're creeping into everything. If you look at swimming right now, you look at gymnastics right now, you look at running right now, that's hip hop. Word. Again, I'll say I don't know, but from the ground level, I don't see it. But man, it's a huge market. It's a huge market. You have a lot of people doing a lot of things, and I think it would be in their best interest to tap into the real ones who is doing stuff on the ground level. For sure. We definitely want you guys to come out this weekend. We want as many people out as possible, obviously. October 26th, that's this Saturday. The run starts at 7 a.m. The health festival starts around 8, and we end around 1-ish. And if you want to run, walk, you need to register at www.sdhiphop5k.com. That's www.sdhiphop5k.com. Check us out, register. If you want to donate, you want to sponsor, it's not too late. You want to volunteer, you want to vend, all of that information is on the website. In the future, man, tap in. You can also tap in again at the website. Our information is on there, or go to our IG page, which is at SDHipHop5K. And yeah, you know, tap into us, man. Let's make it work, because you know this whole thing is about collaboration.